Alright guys, how you doing? AdamMcKola here for AdamMcKola TV. The reason why I'm late is because I've been doing Full-Time Devils. So if you guys were watching Full-Time Devils, you would have known that. But I am live right now. I'm sat in my car. I was going to be outside the ground, but it's absolutely pissing down. So I had to get away and into my car. I didn't want to be sitting in the rain, standing in the rain, getting wet up here. But I am in the car now, dried off. United 1-4-1, and it was an absolutely beautiful performance from the Reds here today. We hit them straight from the off. 3-0 up early doors. We were 3-0 up at half time. Martial, excellent. Lukaku, excellent. Mkhitaryan, excellent. And United were phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, particularly in the first half. We took our foot off the pedal a little bit in the second half. And as Ash says in the comments, I was disappointed to have lost a clean sheet. But overall today, I think this really showed that Manchester United are moving in the right direction, the Jose. This showed that, United are back. I'm going to say it. We're 10 games into this season. We've played 10 games this season. We've scored 29 goals in 10 games. That's 2.9 goals a game. In 5 of those 10 games, we've scored 4 goals. So in 50% of our games, we've scored 4 goals. It's absolutely phenomenal the way Manchester United are playing at the moment. Lukaku is on 10 in 9, and he's only scored 2 goals twice. So his goals are being spread out. Anthony Martial, 3 assists and a goal today, and he went off as a substitute. So he didn't even play a full 90 minutes, and he was tearing defenders apart, making goals, scoring goals. His cross for Lukaku was fantastic. And then he scores, and then he sets up another one for Lukaku. He's been absolutely incredible, Anthony Martial, and he deserves a lot of credit because he's sitting on the bench, he's coming on, he's taking his chance, and that's what Marcus Rashford is doing as well. Dan says we're not back till we win the title. Now what I mean is, mate, back to normal, back to the challenging again, back to actually beating teams easy, 3-0, 4-0. Easy, comfortable. We didn't get out of second, third gear today. That was the best thing about it. There was more to come. If we needed to score more goals, we would have done it in the second half. We would have threw it at them and scored more goals if we had to, but we didn't have to. And I kind of feel like the second half of performance was maybe a result of us having one eye on Saturday. We've got plenty of injuries. No Valencia or Jones today. Will they be back for Saturday? No Fellaini, no Carrick. Will they be back for Saturday? We already know Pogba's out of that game. So with all of these injuries, I can understand us taking our foot off the pedal a little bit in the second half. But we still managed to get another goal with Martial bursting through, having a shot saved, and Mickey scoring again. So, yeah, I was really delighted with the performance today. And not only that, just the way we played, the confidence that is exuding out of this team. Just everything about it was perfect today. I really, really enjoyed that performance. So, as a Man United fan, and as Man United fans, I'm feeling very, very confident at the minute. Very confident at the minute. We're going into that game against Crystal Palace, and we're not thinking, will we win? We're thinking, how many will we win by? And maybe that is a sign of arrogance, cockiness, and maybe that's a dangerous position to be in. But it's also a result of the way we've been playing. And we've not conceded many goals either when you look at it. So, all over the park, we've been absolutely fantastic. Not conceding many goals, scoring many goals. And like Ore says, Mourinho got his tactics spot on today. Matched them up in terms of formation and then beat them. We matched them and beat them. Simple as that. Once you match their formation and their style and their tactics, then the only way they can beat you is by being better than you. And they're going to have to want it more because we're clearly more talented than them. But the thing is, they didn't want it more either. So our talent and our hard work means we get the victory easy. Andrew says Akinfeev man of the match should have been 10-0 easy, lol. 5-0 against Crystal Palace, says Tanaka. We are spoiled to concede so little. So Jose out, says Joshua. Obviously having a little laugh there. Conceding that goal was really frustrating. Same as Burton, like when that late goal goes in, you're really frustrated because you think, oh, I wanted to keep that clean sheet record. But what does a clean sheet record mean, really? Before the game, some people were predicting 1-1. So we wouldn't have kept the clean sheet and dropped points. Today we won 4-1. Steven says, you're not wrong, Adam, but let's be honest, we have a right to be a bit cocky, arrogant. It's true. Man United are starting off with a good season, says Tony. We're now 10 games into the season. Won 2 out of our away games, which is good. Hope Lukaku gets a hat-trick. We have conceded just 4, scoring 29. Absolutely brilliant. Happy days. And how many teams can nail getting defence and attack right? How many teams? You look at Manchester City. Yes, defensively, they've been a lot better this season. But even before then, they've got worries in their defence. You look at Liverpool, attacking, they're great. Defensively, they're not very good. And you look around at all these different clubs and you think Man United are managing to strike a balance between having a very, very solid defence and a very, very ruthless attack. And that balance is a great thing to have. It's really a great thing to have. Great win today, says Elliot. Let's take it one game at a time. We play the Scousers next week, says Mustafa, which is totally understandable as well. But at the same time, again, this Manchester United side are very, very different. Let's go. We are so good, says the little biscuit. Martial has adapted to Jose's system, says Ines. Could have easily been 2 or 3 more. Was our forward players against their keeper. He had a really good game. I don't think... Matt Trell says, Jose, can you block the Jose out, Muppet? I don't think anyone's being serious. At least I don't think so. Anyway, I'm taking it as a joke when I see it at the moment. If I thought anyone was being serious, I would have blocked them. We are strong all around, says the little biscuit. Martial was Musa's man of the match. Guys, get your man of the matches in as well. Who was your man of the match and why? It reminds me a bit of the 2018 with the balance we now have, says Abdi. That 2018's defence was a lot better, I think. And then you add Ronaldo into it. But I can get what you're saying, mate. Herrera and Matic combined well, says Amar. And I think it showed why it's a lot better than the Matic-Fellaini partnership. I'd rather see Matic and Herrera in a 2 than Matic and Fellaini. I think that would be the best way. Obviously, if it's a 3, then Fellaini can come in. John says, I think Jose deserves more credit for how he has turned United around. J.O. says, I don't think we can draw an English team in the last... We can't. Klopp is getting some long, wide pipe from Lukaku next week, no doubt, says Dan. And have I covered the mic on my phone? Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. If I did cover the mic, then I do apologise. I've uncovered it now. Was Rashford tired? He looked disjointed, says Reza. When you come into a game as a substitute and the game's 3-4-0 already, it's difficult to come into the game and absolutely boss it and damage it and do all sorts. So it's a weird one because when you come on at 4-0 up, all of your teammates are looking at getting goals. Daley Blind was in their keeper's box at one point. So you've got a whole team that's thinking about scoring goals. So it becomes a little bit more cavalier, the style of play, when you're 4-0 up and you're coming off the bench. Lukaku hat-trick was in the water, says Michael. Webby had a 24-1 on Lukaku getting a hat-trick, and he didn't get it in the end. Lindelof looked good today, says the Hermes. Martial playing with happiness, says Amar. It's a shame we couldn't keep the clean sheets as United lads. Totally agree with you. Let me get this light back on. The light's gone off because my battery's not on in the car. There we go. At least my battery hasn't died. Lukaku, shame he didn't get a hat-trick, says Keith. Keeps him fired up for Saturday. Hopefully he can get one there. I'm sure he'll be going into that game on Saturday thinking, I can get a hat-trick here. I really can get a hat-trick. Usman, thank you for watching and thank you for the nice comment. Nicky Collis, how you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. I know I said we should have rested Rom last night. I'm glad he played, of course, now. I was just worried about injury potential, says Extasio. Martial and Rashford, and we still would have won. Sup, Nicky? You reckon Martial will get to start against Palace, says Abdul Karim. He obviously hobbled off. Now, I didn't think he was injured, but a few people said he did look injured. So if he's injured, then I wouldn't expect him to start. I wouldn't risk him. But if he's fine, I would start him. Overall, though, guys, Manchester United's trip to Moscow has been an absolute result. We drew 1-1 there last time. Martial scored. We won 4-1 there this time. Martial scored, but he also managed to get another 3 assists as well for Mkhitaryan and Romelu Lukaku scoring 2. Fantastic performance by the Reds out in Moscow today. Look, let's be honest, this CSKA side, they're not great. They're not great at all. But we've gone there and we've beat them. You can only beat what's in front of you. We had Benfica, Basel and Ottalu Galati once in our group, and we got knocked out. And we've got Benfica, Basel and CSKA Moscow in this group, which is a bit more difficult. And so far, so good. 6 points out of 6 so far. I'd go as far as to say I've got no doubts we're going to qualify from this group now. 4 or 5 points out of 4 games, that's a definite, isn't it? So I think barring an absolute disaster, Manchester United will make it through to the next stages. It's about making sure we make it through with top spot as well. So that's very, very important. Basel beat Benfica today. So you're looking at 6 points, 3 points for CSKA, 3 points for Basel, 0 points for Benfica, who we play next and we play against away from home. So they'll be very up for that. Their crowd will be very up for that. And it will be a very interesting showdown. Ahmad, thank you for watching us. Where have you been, mate? Rashford thoughts, says Peanut King. I can't give too much thoughts on Rashford as he came on as a sub. So I can't moan too much or praise his performance too much because he didn't play that much. Ash H says, love the passion in Lukaku's goal celebrations. And I loved his celebration with his arms folded like, yeah, and what? I'm sick and I know it. Guys, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I've got a FIFA video coming up for you. My first FIFA 18 video coming up before the game is even officially released. And I'm also going to be with the guys at United Road podcast tomorrow as well. We're going to be in the studio doing another podcast, and then they're going to be on the Crystal Palace preview. So I'll be live tomorrow afternoon with the Crystal Palace preview with the United Road podcast boys. If you can watch that live, then feel free to join us and watch it live. If you can't make it live, then of course watch it on playback a little bit later before that Crystal Palace game. But so far, we're just having reaction to that match between Manchester United and Moscow today. 4-1 for Manchester United. A lovely performance from Manchester United. Anthony Martial stealing the headlines with a fantastic performance. Time tomorrow will be around... We're booked in for 12. It's going to be about 1:30 tomorrow. United was full flow passing. I'll give FIFA 18. Lukaku is a total beast. No doubt the right choice. FIFA 18, proper football game, says John. And I'm doing it well, says Rob. Thank you very much for your nice comments today. And thank you very much for joining me here live on youtube.com/AdamMcKola. Back tomorrow with the Palace preview with the United Road podcast boys. And also plenty more as well, including FIFA 18 content. FIFA 18 is released on Friday. And our manager career mode starts tomorrow. Until then, guys, I've been AdamMcKola. Wally of the Week will be back soon. I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.